Hello and welcome to this video. We're going to talk today about this exciting blood moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. I have a Scorpio ascendant, so I'm very excited about this one. So let me know in the comments if you have Scorpio, where you have Scorpio in your chart. Now, this is all about, there's so many components to it, but like what needs to stop. This is like lots of endings, right? Endings, closing doors. I've got a card here as well that I've got up on the screen that I've chosen, which I'll talk about after I've just given you the rundown. So, this is all about asking yourself, where do I need to stop? Stop doing things, stop being a certain way, stop certain relationships, certain traits, certain habits. Where can you close the door on things that aren't working in your life, that aren't for your highest good, that aren't for your soul's essence? And we can really start to activate the soul contracts that we desire to activate. What were you wanting to learn during this life experience? Who are you wanting to expand into? What was going to be your destiny, your soul's work? And who did you really desire to be, and how did you desire your life to play out? These are the questions to ask yourself during this blood moon. And in Australia, it's happening on the 16th of May at about 11:32 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And in the US, it's the 15th. And Europe. So really, this can also, like, fast forward events. This can also bring events to you for our evolution. So just be mindful of that. It also is a Mercury retrograde. So if things happen, it's just really important to pause, to go within, not to react, and to know that whatever's happening is happening for you. And this is true in everything in your life that you do, isn't it? And so the Scorpio part of it, right? And if we look at the Scorpion, it sheds its skin and it can transform. It can also sting with the tail. It's sexual energy. It's sort of about secrets and hiding and suppression as well. But also the energy is the phoenix. So the phoenix rising from the ashes. So don't be afraid to get into the ashes. Like, sometimes things have to burn down before we can start again. So don't be surprised if relationships are going to end, things like that, contracts, work. If something sudden happens, I would just be asking myself, what's the lesson here, and what's exciting that's going to come out of this, something new and exciting. And, well, really, for me especially, it's going to be a time, and it's already started for me, of going within, retreating, going within, like not really wanting to share my energy too much at the moment. It's all about me and how I want to feel now. And when I do share my energy, it's just like in a really enriching, beautiful, fun way. I had my nephew over the other day and we just did some fun stuff. And it was really great. It felt really, really good. And so, yeah, you might get some aha moments like, oh, yes, right. Now I see. Now I see what's really going on in all areas of your life, right? With your health, with your relationships, with money, with work, all of it, love. And it's really a time to develop your intuition, to go within. Like, Scorpio is a very psychic sign as well. So it really is time to go within and start developing your psychic gifts more and more and more deeper, right? We can always develop them deeper. I know you're already psychic, but it's time that we can develop them even more, because you've got so much more depth that you can bring in. Last night I just had a different communication with Spirit as well. I was going through something where I felt sad that I was remembering and sad that I wouldn't have children, because as a young woman I always wanted children. So I had to grieve that process, and I was thinking about the time when, you know, the first time, especially when a psychic told me, I think at the age of 40, that I wouldn't have children, and it shattered me. It really did. I was so upset. I just burst into tears when I told my family that that's what she said, because they all asked, what'd she say? And it was really, you know, a time of deep mourning for me. Not that I actually said, no, that's not true. And that's not going to be true for me. But it's ended up being true, and you know, it's great. My life is wonderful. Yet there was deep grief and sadness that I had to go through for it, right? And so Spirit, I'd closed my eyes and Spirit showed me fur. It's like a fur. And so I knew that that meant animals can be the surrogate instead of children, right? So Spirit has started showing me things in a different way. Usually I just hear things, but Spirit started showing me my sight again, because I'd shut that down for many years. So just be open to new ways as well of Spirit to communicate with you and to send you love and support. So remember, in Mercury retrograde, you know, we can feel like it can feel dull. I always believe that we can rise above any shadow, but the shadow of the Mercury retrograde is, you know, some things might take longer. There might be delays, that sort of thing. But it really is a time of just pausing and going within, and it can actually be a really positive time. I choose to believe that it is. In every way. And then we've got Venus and Chiron in alignment. So what that means is, you know, it's actually really good. It can send really purifying, healing energy our way, and it's just going to help us to find closure on old pains, old triggers, old wounds. You know, so this could be like, for me, for the not having children, you know, can really bring in some healing for me. And I get my healing from my niece and nephew. And then when they start acting up and being naughty, I can send them home to their mum. And then that brings the thing to me in my heart that says, how lucky am I? I get all the love, and then I can just say, okay, bye. And then have me time again, which is really, you know, quite selfish. But I'm an auntie, and that's the way my life is. And, you know, sometimes my sister's like, oh, you have the best life. But the grass is always greener, isn't it, for all of us? And so it's just a matter of just really loving our life as it is now. So, yeah, I would just ask Spirit to help you to just let go of any past triggers or, you know, deep pains that you're holding on to, any anxiety, any, you know, abandonment stuff, any disappointment stuff, any expectations from others, any stuff about past lovers. It's time to let it go. Let's just be bored with it. It's not our reality. It's not who we are now. And so for me, you know, it really is a time of just sending love and compassion to everyone and everything in the past, and just moving forward. I've just written a few more notes here. Oh, Mars will be in Neptune. Mars and Neptune, they won't be in each other. They'll be in alignment. So that means it's time to focus on just your spiritual connection, like your intuition and spirit. So Mars is the warrior, right? Being fearless. And Neptune is, you know, all about that higher love and connection. So how beautiful is that, you know? So just really pay attention to all the stuff that comes up for you, and just choose it to be a beautiful, expansive, propelling time for yourself, instead of something to fear or something to you know, be afraid of. This is something that, you know, that I choose to go through the shadow, to go through things that are coming up, to get curious about it, to look at it. You don't have to poke it. You have to poke the wound and push your finger into it and go, how does that feel? But you can just get curious about it and go, what is that learning? What's the learning? I'm going to let it go. Sometimes just bringing it to the light and looking at what it taught you and how it was for you is a great thing. So let's have a look at the card, the Portal Keeper, that I chose today. I love this card. It's very Egyptian looking, isn't it? It's just very cosmic. And this is such a beautiful card for this energy that's going on at the moment. You know, like you can see that that's a portal, and you can see, like, to me, it looks like a crystal through that portal. And all those beautiful colors of the, you know, the healing, and the purple, which is sexuality, spirituality, which is perfect for the Scorpio essence that we've got going on. And I just wanted to read to you from the book some of the words, because they're such beautiful words. So the Portal Keeper is all about unique gateways to mystical experiences. So let's get in this portal and really go on a journey through the gateway to all the mystical experiences and to all the higher timelines that are happening at the moment for us. Our higher timelines, let's jump on them. Let's go. It's all about psychic ability, raising your vibration, expanded consciousness, the Akashic records, past life ties, so all about like past life regression, exploring the edges of reality for significant messages, seeing between the lines, multidimensional awareness. So really, this is just the perfect card. I can't believe I chose it. It was just like, yes, I love this card. And the meaning, it just says, gently explore the edges of your reality. Spend time in the forest to listen. Deepen your meditation practice. Dance yourself into ecstasy. Explore psychic tools, and study new healing modalities. If you feel lacking in purpose, or life seems a little mundane, which you can sometimes, can't it? Groundhog Day. Remember, there is never a reason to be bored. What we experience with our physical senses is just the tip of the iceberg. Magic exists wherever you care to find it. Look between the lines to limitless discovery. And also, what Spirit is saying to me as well is, you know, really bringing in the physicality of our spirituality. Like, especially for me at the moment, this morning, I used to love going to F45, which is a quite intense physical workout and interval training. And I used to love it. And now that I'm 48, you know, the body's not as supple and stretchable as I'd like it to be. So I've started doing some stretching. So this morning I just did, I think it was 8 minutes of stretching, and it stretched me, that's for sure. And it was great. And it actually like really motivated me. And even though it was such a short time of moving my body, it really activated me in all areas. So I think this is a really important thing to bring in as well. Are you doing what lights you up in all areas? So in your fitness, in your relationships, in your work, in your money, with love, at home, with your routine. Are you mixing it up a bit? You know, I love variety in my life, and so this is just a good reminder to get rid of that stagnation and bring new things in as well. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you again soon. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the little bell notifications so you get notified when I do a new video. Enjoy this amazing eclipse retrograde magic. It's going to be such a beautiful time for you to ascend. Let's do it. Bye.